Okay, so the Red Death boss battle's here in a freaking week. So today we're gonna prepare. Look at their heads crossing. That's magical. We're gonna get the strongest dragons to level 100. So they're like peak actual strength. Like it's gonna be a lot of grinding, a lot of killing. It's gonna be exhausting, dude. But then we'll have the strongest dragon ever. Leave a like on the video and subscribe for more dragon stuff. Holy crap, a shooting star just flew over my head. All right, let's get into it. Okay, for leveling, we're gonna probably want the champion saddle because otherwise there's like, this one only doesn't have freaking dragon rider experience boost, which is super useful. But we don't need it right now. We just need this stuff right here. It's pretty sweet. There is also the ultimate saddle, but it's too diversified, bro. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but ultimately it doesn't specialize in nothing. We've already got Poopy, our Night Fury, to freaking max combat, and it's really not that impressive. So choosing the strongest one today is going to be difficult. It's either going to be Tub Dub. No, he's not that great. Hank, Zippleback, we'll see. I have to fly for like 1,000 hours right now. Oh my god. Okay, just getting into this, fishing actually might be the most difficult thing to get up. That's pretty sweet how they just share the fish like that, though. One of them holds it while the other one eats it. The game really thought of everything. Pretty marvelous, but we barely get anything for that freaking fish. I think for that, you literally just need the fisher saddle. Like, you need to get good lucky fish. Brutal, bro. Like, that's going to be its own... Yeah, I think fishing is going to be the hardest part. Actually, now my max health is 439, which is... It's whatever. I'm not even going to focus on that. Basically, now that our bonding is 70, our max health is 444. So I'm pretty sure it's like flight, obviously, speed, and then combat is fireball. Fishing is projectile, and then bonding is max flight speed. I'll test it out with fishing just to be sure. Okay, fishing is level 5, projectiles at 566. Okay, there. At level 6, our projectiles now at 566. Okay, so it did actually change. Okay, so I've been monitoring this thing's stats, the Zippleback, to make sure it's strong. Poopy over here at level 100 combats only has 303 fire breath, right? But then the Zippleback over here at 78, I'm assuming that makes us stronger. Already has 394, so it's already well stronger than a freaking max damage Night Fury, so that's very interesting. As far as getting the strongest possible dragon we can right now before this one comes out in 3 days, but still, I want this done. We'll know truly how powerful this thing is once all of these are up to 100, though. But it's just crazy, because, like, Poopy maxes out at 100 bonding, right? But then the Zippleback is at 70 bonding, and it's already not even halfway. So that makes me think it's just 2 times the head, 2 times the bonding. Don't even get me started on flight, bro. We're gonna have to be flying for, like, the next 3 or 4 hours. It's gonna be insane. To get level 100, like, it's preposterous. We're at 128 speed right now at level 22, but what are we going to be in a second? Okay, now we're at 129 speed, so it took 2 flight levels to go up 1 speed, but once we get everything maxed out, this thing's going to be incredible. It's just going to take so many levels. Oh my god. That's why the face cam's off. I melted in the process. Okay, I've done it. It took about 3-4 hours. I don't know. I lost complete track of time, but I've freaking done it. The hideous Zippleback is now 100 on every stat that counts. I only got him to level 51 fishing. Fishing is stupid in this game, bro. Like, it's awesome, but it's the grindiest crap on the planet. And as far as I can tell, fishing only adds to your max health, which at 611, I got freaking plenty, dude. I'm trying to figure out what's the strongest, like what's the best for combat. Obviously, health is good for combat, obviously, but there's a limit a man can do in a day. I picked up some amazing information, though, leveling this thing up. I now know how to efficiently level things up as efficient as possible. I can't speak anymore that well, but I don't sleep anyway, so it's fine. It's not like I was gonna get a good night's rest if it wasn't because I was gonna stay up and just do something anyways. Like, sleep is the hardest thing on the planet, dude. Okay, so this dragon, as far as I can tell, though, I'd like right now to get these 2 up to max combat as well to really put it to the test to see which one is legitimately the strongest. At level 100 combat, though, freaking Toothless over here is much weaker than level 100 combat this guy, the Zippleback, and then 100 flight. Actually, you can tell Toothless is probably going to be faster in the end, but still, 100 flight, I don't know. I feel like it's like just like based off the movies, but some stuff seems different. So first, let's go ahead and switch dragons, shall we? Let's go ahead and equip Hank over here, get him up to level 100 combats, and see how he squares off against the others. I'm going to legitimately figure out which one's the strongest thus far. Combat is by far the easiest thing to level up in this. Speed, or I guess freaking bonding is. Bonding is stupid easy to level up, but bonding's like almost, it's like pointless compared to the others, the way I see it. I thought this was a flock of dragons taking off. Is this flock of seagulls? You think you know a guy. Hank needs food and rest. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Things like food and rest don't make sense to me. While we do this, a quick note on building freaking your flight. Now, basically, Obviously, there's multiple saddles to go through. There's catapults shooting at me. I prefer the champion saddle. It's the best for generally leveling up because obviously like 30% flight skill boost, which will come in handy. But when you go through one of these things, right? Like there we get 19 each of them. They gradually build up. Like eventually you start getting 20 per and then 21 per all the way to like 25, 26 per, which seems like a stupid, minuscule little difference that doesn't change much. But I assure you, when you're trying to get level 100, that crap adds up, dude. It adds up to like bonus like rings. It adds up to like 4 or 5 new rings every time you do this, which you wouldn't have before, which does add up a lot, I assure you. This was the bad pathway to take because now it's going to go away by the time we get to these. But it is sometimes a little forgiving. If you get too quick enough, it comes back. That was not quick enough. I like to choose the specific routes that gets me through all this just about as efficiently as possible, which usually I weirdly enough begin going through this. Oh God! I'm going to show you guys what my hideous Zippleback can do, though, at its max levels in a second, just after we freaking get this guy a little bit higher to compare their stats. I just want to make sure before I say he's, like, the best that I'm correct. Because even though it's obvious, or more obvious in the movies, this is, I don't know, stuff seems to be very different in the game and such. I've also figured out my strategy for fishing, which I'll share with you right now, because now I have to wait for these turrets to come back anyways. Okay, so as far as fishing goes, right, there's the champion saddle, which does give you 30% bonding experience boost for fishing, which is useful generally. Also, you can just tap E wherever I find. Like, you have the same odds of getting rare stuff. There's no reason to pop it in that little half circle it gives you. It's like, it's almost silly, really. Like, I get better fish sometimes not in that circle. Not in the last couple seconds, obviously. But this one, you just end up getting 30% more on basic fish. You just end up getting basic fish for most of it. I'll even do it in this just to show you literally just get basic fish for the most part. The main thing you want is like rarity. See, that one fish was 130 points, but it's obviously much more rare. See, that's what I focus on primarily is rarity. So what I like to do, let's see what we get here. Yeah, just another 32. So many 32s. What I've been doing just to level up fishing specifically is just the fishing saddle. That 10% fishing luck makes such a difference because you end up getting fish worth 100 points much more frequently, which is just, well, that one was just 50, but just much more frequently. Hang on. It's going to happen any second. Yeah, right there. Boom. Level. And we didn't even get it inside the bit where it wants you to aim for. So if you guys want to level up fishing, I know the experience boost one makes the most sense, but just maybe it does. I don't know. But in my time, it seems I just get more points generally, like spamming E wherever I land and freaking just trying to get rare fish. I've gotten the rarest fish on the planet, bro. Some that are worth like a few hundred points. It's crazy. I would have continued doing fishing. It's really easy. It's just for like dragon health, and that just doesn't serve me any purposes right now. So yeah, if you guys want fish, yeah, so you get a lot more with that one. As for this dragon strength, it's just crazy. 485 dragon breath and 698 projectile. This is what it was before, but it was much lower. As you can see, it doesn't go up a whole lot, but it went up a bunch. And then compared to like Toothless over here with max combat, it's just so much better. Obviously, it's got much better skills, but Toothless does have the health on his side, though. I'll give him that. Like it's the dude is buffed out. There's a chance once you get all the other stats up, Toothless might still be the best. I just really wanted to see the combat difference specifically. But yeah, the fire on this thing is just crazy powerful. Everything dies so effortlessly now. I feel like when the red death rolls up, I'm going to cook the crap out of him. Our dragon's only level 49, but I think he just got to kill forever. Like long past once you max out all his stats. I assumed once we got max stats, it would like automatically be level 100, but that's not the world we live in. But yeah, as far as pathways go for max levels, and this dragon is fast as crap now, dude. I love it so much. It's almost too fast sometimes. Yeah, that was embarrassing. I just missed a couple. I like to go over this loop, grab one of these so it doesn't reset, right? Continue over yonder way, then we squeeze back on in here, and then we circle to the left. But then you start getting so much freaking speed once you're dragging so fast. This would be such a pain on mobile. Couldn't even imagine. Circle back around yonder. I guess there's actually multiple pathways we take. I also don't have the freaking flight experience boost saddle on now. Now I have the fishing saddle, so it just looks stupid. We're getting much less points. But either way, I just try and make it line up so we get as many things in a row as possible, because then the stack goes up higher and higher and higher, which is just the whole point, really. It ends up being like 5 or 6 extra rings, which does add up. It sounds pathetic, but I assure you it does. And then we just kind of continue and go on forever. This thing's fast as crap, too, so I can't imagine how fast some of the other ones get. Like, this is unspeakably fast at times. Not gonna lie though, the dragon's really growing on me. Like, I love this thing now. It's a pretty cool dragon. I don't think the gruesome Gnockle is gonna be a competitor for any of these things. I feel like he's just a cute little fella. I don't know. He's obviously deadly in his own sense, but like between Poopy and the freaking Zippleback and even the deadly Natter, there's a whole different ballpark for damage. Although he is, but he loses freaking, he's just not very agile, and we're just gonna have to face bosses. God, this guy does so much less damage than the Zippleback. Obviously, it makes sense. He's much lower level, but it's just... You can really tell some dragons are for specific purposes. All right, and the deed is done. Max level combat. Where's a safe place to land around here? This neighborhood sucks. I think up here is pretty safe. There is no up here. No, we're fine. We're good. We're not going anywhere. All right, see, at level 100 combat, 453 fire breath is impressive because freaking Poopy over here only has 303, right? But then this dude's got 845 projectile. Holy crap, dude. The freaking deadly Natter really is just the best. I freaking had a feeling, so I had to check. Well, now we know what Tub-Dub's got going on. Let's see if you got some crazy tricks up your sleeve, buddy. I can't just use this in a boss battle. I feel so silly. The wings sound like dragonflies. Oh, this thing does butt all damage. Oh my god. Oh, this is atrocious. Holy, oh my Lanta. Oh my lord. Oh, it's just the worst. All right, okay. I'm gonna put this thing in a freaking dungeon after. You're getting locked in the basement, little guy. If I have to care for you, I have to feed it. I don't have to love it. You know what I mean? The law's the law. Bro, this thing sucks. Okay, yeah, you're just poop. You're just a pooped crap is what you are. The deadly Natter is the most damage. Okay, I'm hating life right now doing this. I'm just shocked the freaking deadly Natter is 845 projectile. And freaking, like, the fire breath on the Zippleback is better. The fire breath may come in handy a little more, though. Like, the difference, I don't know, that freaking... The deadly Natter is the peakest dragon in this game, by far. I feel like most of my time went to freaking speed. Speed on the freaking Zippleback was not an easy task, bro. Like, that was a difficult thing to put myself through. Oh, yeah, the damage on this is just triumphantly magnificent. And when I actually managed to land a shot, victorious, right? That fireball though is crazy. I guess if you want to be safe with the boss battles, the fireball is probably a pretty good way to go about it. Deal some damage from far away, a safe distance, if you will. All right, well, I know what I'm going to use in the freaking boss battles. Although, I don't know, my Zippleback is still pretty amazing. That 155 speed, although that's because I have 19 level speed into the Natter. There's a real difficult freaking system going on right here. I guess let me know what you guys think down below. But I do freaking love me as... Hang on! The speed on this thing is magnificent. But I guess if I want speed, then I guess I'd go Toothless. But I just spent so long getting this thing speed to level 100. I feel like I got to use it for something. So yes, I'll be using this or the deadly Natter against the freaking... Although a new dragon drops in like 3 days, so we'll see. If you guys want to see that new dragon hit max level on day 1, subscribe and leave a like on the video so YouTube recommends that to you, because it's gonna be honestly, I just love dragons. I don't sleep anyways. It makes sense. Make it. Yes! It connected. We got to the next one quick enough before it resets. That's all that matters. Then you go right. Oh, that's right. I already got all these. But yes, if you guys did enjoy me, hang on my dragon adventure, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.